So yeah, welcome to Frog Hours. The hours where we frog. If you didn't Discord notif, I would have missed this. I mean, I didn't Discord notif, the bot Discord notified. I do not control the froggy good time. The Discord notifs when it wants to. Oh, also, I don't know where my little thingamajig is. We're going to use a bunch of little random pieces of wood today as the testers. I have a bunch of little shards of wood that like broke to pieces and I don't know what to do with them, so I'm not gonna do anything. I did literally tell the bot to do this. Okay, I think the lines are pretty good. So yeah, we're making a frogs to see how many frog enjoyers we attract. Because we've had a lot of discussions about frogs as of late. So I wanted to do a frog. What frog music is this? I beg your pardon? I would not consider this frog music. This is just a regular song. I guess it's frog enough. Lungless frogs actually do have lungs. Yeah, I did see that. I love that for them. I love that, like, that's such an easy thing to kind of disprove. Like, they really went, well, we don't see any lungs, so I guess there's no lungs. And then nobody bothered at any point to go back and check until now. Apparently people were like, why did they have this tiny hole under their mouth? And turns out they have small lungs. I still believe it mostly uses its skin to breathe, but still. It's a very testable thing. Do we just not care about lungless frogs? Is that it? Does big science not care? Are they cowards? Are they fools? How do you test for lungs? You didn't see air? I mean, I don't know. Just like dissect the thing. Take it apart. You see any weird bits under the little microscope, you go, oh. Better check if that's the lung. Because we're missing one of those. So now are we back to 0 creatures that lack lungs? Because that's a bit lackluster. I'm not making a single word until people acknowledge my joke. This is a very frog music. I will agree with this one. This choice of frog music. Sadly didn't hear it. I said that it was lackluster instead of lackluster. Don't tell me to die on my own channel. I like that this frog is like throwing gang signs. I really appreciate that. It's just how the frog looks, though. I don't control this. Also, we're going to try to be a bit more light on the details today because I feel like I messed up the Moodang turtle, who's been named Jimothy, post stream by my buddy Dylan. Dylan decided that his name is Jimothy. But I didn't like how the details of that piece went, so I want to try and be a bit more light on the detailing here and not go overboard. Kind of just let the frog speak for itself. Oh, now this is froggy. Jimothy is perfect, don't criticize her. I'm not, listen, Jimothy is perfect. It's me that messed up her visage. This is so froggy. Just be happy I didn't put on Frog Mallet, which is death metal, but entirely made out of frogs. I could have done that, but I chose not to. You're welcome. Instead, we get this. Isn't this the Weed Shop Splatoon song? I do believe so. Let me check. No, it is Bloopin'. It is Bloopin' from the album Bloopin'. Oh boy, man. I like that their eyes are like blip. Okay, now I have the basis of a frog. It is visibly frog. Frog, frog, frog. Oh, hello. Welcome on in. Welcome to the frog stream. The stream where we are 'are frogs. Every single one of us is a frog today. So, hope you enjoy that piece of trivia. I'm not assigning us frogkin. I'm saying we're all frogs deep down inside. We came from the primordial ooze as frogs, and to frogs we will one day all return. I'm gonna start a religion based off of this. I'm actually okay if I'm like more jerky with this and it leaves more spots because like frogs have little spots on them, so it's fine. Oh, this is such froggy music. All music is frog music. Let's be real. Sorry, I'm so focused on frog today. Yeah, how's everyone doing? I feel like I didn't actually ask. I just went straight to the frog bit that I was doing. Or like frog radio or whatever. I do think that frogs would like some smooth jazz, though. I do think that that is very froggy music. Frog. My sleep schedule's been shot so bad. I just hope I don't sleep at 5 a.m. tonight since I have school tomorrow. Yeah. I also have to start waking up earlier, and I'm not convinced that I'm gonna be awake in time to go to work. I just don't think it's gonna happen. What song is this? What song is this? I love this song. Different schedule already? Yep. It's like every month my schedule changes, like just so wildly. My manager sent me an email the other day that was like, "You're thank you for being such a good sport," and I'm just like, I mean, I feel like this implies that I have much of a choice in the matter. My good sporting is me wanting to keep my job. Like, shut up. um, yeah, my schedule is changing once again, and it will remain the same changed, hypothetically, for a couple of months. And then after then, who knows? I'm a good sport by not tearing out their throats over this. That's true. That is a fair. And also, like, I don't know. I'm being asked to change my schedule to make up for somebody that had to like be out on FMLA leave, um, because they like have like a lot of stuff wrong with them and they need to take some time off to deal with it. And so I'm not gonna be the asshole that's like, no, I won't cover for this person that needs help. Like maybe you should have considered that before like needing heart surgery. Like, no, I'm not gonna be that dude. That would be wild. But no, it is not ideal and it is a bit annoying. I'm just, you gotta make the best out of things. I'm not gonna be a dick about it for no reason. I kind of want to give him little plushies. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's just a little guy. Mm. Little man. I also have to keep an eye on the time because we have Stardew after this, and I will not be late for Stardew. I love my friends. I would never do that to them. I think if we finish this piece and we still have some time, we might do a little bit of web fishing. I want to plan some lobbies of that, but I don't know when, because the best time for me would be Saturday evening, but I know that a lot of my friends have other plans on that day. And so it feels weird to double book like an established time slot to be like, oh, but I want to do my own thing this day. And kind of like leech people away from the original plans. Like fracture what the group is doing. But it is web fishing. Yeah. Everyone loves web fishing. He's perfect. He's perfection. I love him. I need to add a little tiny bit more texture. I'm being very careful. I'm being very mindful and very demure about how much texturing I give him. I already do think that I've given him quite a lot. But he does just need his one little stripy bit to be textured. He's perfect. End of stream. Goodbye. No. I want to add some sparkles to him as well, the same way that we did Jimothy the turtle. There, perfect. Do you still have your watercolors for the wood? Yeah, I've got a lot of them. I've just not done it yet because in order to paint over this, I have to prime it first, and it takes 24 hours to cure. So it would be weird. Like I would have to dedicate an entire stream, which I might do, just to like be a painting stream. I kind of only want the sparkles to be like around the head. They're emanating. She has an aura about her. But maybe I'll just go over the whole thing. I don't know. Oh, I found out today that my babyest cousin got a tattoo, but she got a tattoo. My grandmother is very anti-tattoo, and so to kind of keep my grandmother from getting upset, the tattoo that she got was of my grandmother. Like she took some what do you call it? Like she took some text from in a card where my grandmother had put like "I love you," and she got that like the text tattooed onto her arm. And it's like, well, can you really be mad at her? She's doing it for you. So I think she got away with it. And I just think it's so funny. And so now, if she gets any tattoos after that, she can go, well, you thought the first one was cute, so I just went and got some more. She's stunning. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to be so loud and vibraty. I had to get a bigger tip. Also to turn the temperature up. Um, okay. I can fix that. Apologies. I guess we're taking a break. My phone just died. Whoopsies. Stretch break, everybody. When will my phone come back from the war? It'll probably be a minute, so I'm gonna use this time to stretch and go to the bathroom. we are hypothetically going to continue to be back as I have plugged in my device. Also, I just realized that I actually want to give this frog a more distinct black outline and then surround that with a white outline and then go in with the stuff we were doing the last time. So I need to find my pen tip. Where is it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Over here. Also, is it making like Windows error noises? Is that why we're saying Windows ASMR? No? Okay. It was like a couple of device noises, but only a couple of times when I said it. Alright. What it might have been is you might have heard the phone turn on, because that makes a noise because it's plugged into my computer. I need this to be way down. There we go. Yeah, I like how dark that line is, and then we can surround it again and yada yada. Also, Tiramisu is back from vacation, but I do not believe will be joining us for Starbu. I suspect not. Because they are EP tired because work is fucking them over a little bit. So it's just going to be Finch and Bunifer and I. And we're once again gonna be attempting to get to Ginger Island as quickly as possible. Because I've never been. I know the other two have been, but I've not. But their server, they're downloading. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that they're downloading that. I hope they're able to like play it today. Also, I really like that song that we just were listening to, so I'm gonna go to a playlist based on that, so we'll stop playing the same 5 frog songs. As much as I do love frog songs. Yeah, I don't know anything about the new Sonic game. I've never known anything about a single Sonic game ever in my life, to be honest. But if they're having fun, then I'm happy for them. They're my friend. I was talking to them about how I've started wanting to be like a better person or whatever, because I feel like a lot of my humor revolves around being mean to my friends. and then it incentivizes like that. All that does is attract friends who want to be mean to me, and I'm like, oh, but I don't actually want my friends to just be mean to me all the time. But yeah, I was talking with them and with Sophie, clown Sophie, about that last night. I think the conversation went quite well. And then we all immediately had the conversation of like, oh, I would never be mean to you. I love you so much. Blah, 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 blah. That was cute. You know, I feel like that's always a goal that I make for myself is like, oh, I'm gonna stop being a dick. And then I always like just fall back into bad habits after a little while. Because I feel like I just go through this cycle pretty frequently. I don't like how this little line has turned out. Why is it so... I think I just went through it too fast. I feel like if I'm ever nice to you, you just call me cringe. Yeah. That's fair. I love how meaty this front arm is. I think it's really fun. Oh, this should be just a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit thicker. I just need this face to... I'll actually cut inwards on the face so that it doesn't destroy too much of these back toes. And then we can come back out and thicken it up out here. Oh, he's perfect. I love him. And then I'm just going to do a faint little outline in pencil like what we did last time. Just to reaffirm where the boundary line is. I want the boundary line to be a bit thicker on this than it was in the last one. The last one was quite thin. But frogs are inherently more bulbous creatures than turtles, and they need to be treated as such, I feel. Everything needs to be thick. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba. Bulby, indeed. See, isn't this cute? We can just do that when we're going through and make it more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like bumpy. So yeah, I'm gonna go one more outline and then we can start connecting it to all of the stars. We're gonna start actually at this star over here. It sounds like Wii music. I like it. Apparently the first song that we listened to is inspired by like the Mother 3 soundtrack. I've never played a Mother game. I don't even know what it's about. I know it's like a cult classic or whatever, but I don't know dick about it. I feel like that about most games, though. I feel like, because like I owned a Nintendo, but I didn't own any Nintendo games really. I owned very few. I feel like my mom didn't really understand that you can't like the Nintendo. She's like, oh, why can't you just play games on the machine like the games that came with it? And I was like, it didn't really come with any games. Kind of had to have to buy them. She's like, oh, then what did I buy you the machine for if you just need to buy the games? And I'm like, no, you play them on the machine, Mom. But that was like a repeated conversation I had as a kid. Though I will say, a lot of the time, my mother would buy me the newest Pokemon game. She bought me the new Pokemon game like 2 or 3 times. And she didn't understand, like once I got her to understand that, okay, you need to buy the games in order to play games. Games, like I don't have games on my phone. She was like, oh, I bet Alfie would like this little Pokemon game. But she thought that the 2 like versions were like part 1 and part 2. And so she would always buy me both versions of the Pokemon games, thinking that I had to have both in order to play them. And keep in mind, I wasn't like I've never been a big Pokemon person. I'm not sure I've beaten a single game, despite owning every version of like several gens. By virtue of my mother not understanding. And I like tried to explain to her like, oh no, I don't need them both. I only need one. Even then, I don't really need it. I'm not really a big Pokemon. And she's like, oh, but I think the creator, her big thing was, I think she heard some trivia somewhere that the creator of Pokemon was autistic. And so she's like, I think it's like a game for autistic people. And I'm like, I mean, that's not untrue. These are not untrue things about Pokemon. However, that does not negate the fact that I don't need both of these games. I would settle for one. I would be more than happy with one on account of I'm not really a big Pokemon player, even though I am autistic. Not all autistic people like Pokemon, Mother. I would use the example of like, oh, I wasn't really into trains to like explain it to her, but I was also so deeply into rocks that I don't think I really have room to stand on there. But yeah, it was a time. There we go. There's just this weird little room in there that's needs to be shaded. I think it'll look better once the rest of it's shaded. Because right now it just looks a little bit confusing. Yeah, I love her. I love her. Oh, and we have 1 hour left until it is time to go play Stardew. I kind of just want to listen to like Wii bowling music, not gonna lie. I'm not gonna, because I don't hate you that much, dear viewers, to subject you to that. I also don't like this little sparkle, so I'm making it go away. I'm gonna instead put one here, and it's just gonna be a little diamond. There we go. That's cuter. You know, we're gonna keep that. Happy little accident and all. There's this one little line that's going across. It's like a green line, and it's really throwing me off. Like, it's not even visible, but I can tell that it's there by how the piece is burning. And it's gonna drive me insane. The mic crackly is you're just going to be something you're going to have to deal with for the next hour. Because I'm not... In order to fix it, I would have to restart my computer, and that's not fucking happening. So, suck it up. L. Did it literally just start? Or has it been crackly this whole time? Just started? Cool, fun. Sorry, hold on, there was loud noise. Alright, hello, I'm back. I don't think the thing was anything. The noise, rather. How bad is crackly, by the way? Is it, like, really bad? Like, all the time or whatever? Yap more? Yap, 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 yap. Yapping, yapping, yapping. Because I'm not hearing anything. Not to call you a liar. Oh, sure, whatever. While I was having the technical, or not the technical, while I was inspecting the noise, I restarted Beacon, so, which is my volume program. So I guess I might just need to do that. That's fine though. That's acceptable. It's an acceptable solution for me. Music's bad. Alright. Is that better? If I yap, okay, it's better now. Cool. I think the volume would have been a better thing if I wasn't talking so quietly today, but not gonna fix that. L. You know what I want to do? I want to play Minecraft. I've not gotten to play Minecraft in a while. Like a good like a mod pack or whatever that's fun to play. I forget who was talking yesterday about Galacticraft. It was Trucker that was talking about Galacticraft. Alphiebeet being quiet is so rare, you simply can't plan around it. I think I'm usually quiet if I'm just on my own. I only get loud if it's like in a lobby. I want this to be here. No, I do feel like in general I'm quite soft spoken. It's only if you get me like in a room full of loud people that I become loud. I tend to just like mirror other people. The song's cute. Also, I am aware that there are Twitch ads going on right now. For anyone that is watching that is not subbed. But I'm not going to take a break because we took the break when the phone died. So, I'm not going to take another one. Sorry. Yeah, you are simply immune. I do think that okay, yeah, the ads are over. Cool. Also, we're not doing HMC lobby like we usually do on Sundays because HMC is going to be playing Call of Duty to prep for an event that he's got going on afterwards. So once Dirty's over, we're just going to end stream for the day. Apologies. Frog. Hello, Joe. Everybody say hi to Joe. Yeah, we're making a frog today. Because we've been on such a frog kick lately in chat. I thought it would be cool to make a little frog. How are you doing, Joe Schmo? You're still hyper eepy? How are you still tired? You should go get some rest. Go hyper eep. Get some hyper sleep. Just woke up from a nap. I might be broken. How long was the nap? Because if you rest for too long, then it'll be bad. Because you'll be interrupting whatever sleep, like, rhythm you're in. If you nap for too long. Two to 3 hours? Yeah, you have to do it in, like, if it was 3 hours, it might have been fine, but you have to do it in, like, an hour and a half at most intervals. Or, like, it's either 20 to 30 minutes or it's an hour and a half to do, like, one full cycle. You did, like, 2 full cycles of sleep. And so your brain just is not computing. Ouch. My hands are getting too warm on this thing again. Ouch. No, I would really like to buy more cork grips for these. Place your hands in the freezer. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, I'd love to get more cork grips for these that are, like, not all worn out, because, like, you can see how black this is. Like, this started out being very, very light. But they're expensive. Scoop. There we go. This is coming along. I think this looks quite cute. Yeah, I want to come at it from this way. Oh, Joe, would you be, if you're still here, would you be interested in me hosting a fishing lobby, perhaps next Saturday after Jackbox? Would that be something you'd be into? For web fishing, is what I was thinking. I've got a couple of people that have been hankering to play some more. And so I thought it would be a good way to cap off the night with just an hour of fish. Fifthing? You like fifthing? Would you be free? I have the lobby in Chef Cat, so it would be like the hour after that would be when the lobby would be. The couple is Alfie and Alfington. Not just me. Like my buddy Dylan, who Joe, I don't know if you know Dylan. Dylan is in the server, but doesn't, I think, talk too much. But I told him that I would make a lobby because we were talking about how next Saturday I'm going to be hosting a game of Jackbox that is like a ladies' night kind of deal. And so I posted about it in a group that Dylan was in. Dylan was like, as a man, I will not sign up. So I was like, all right. So I was like, oh, I'll make something for you if you want. Do you want to play fishing? And he was just like, fishing. So I'm assuming that's a yes. So I'm going to host something, which is why I was thinking about doing it after ladies' night. I'm also interested in hosting more Lethal Company. I know it's been like done to death pretty much and that everyone's pretty much over it, but I still really like the game and I've not gotten to play it in a couple of months now because everyone else has stopped doing it. But I don't know enough about hosting it, so if I do host something I would need like Bunny to help me, because Bunny I know has hosted a whole lot of the community ones before she got kind of burnt out on it. Because I don't know about how to like do mod packs and all that people would like. I just kind of show up to them usually. No, I want to get into hosting more lobbies. Anytime there's like a big dip like this, I'm going to put another star in. Like I'm going to put one over here as well. Just to kind of fill in a bit of the gap. I think that it makes it more natural. We're just going to see how that goes. This is kind of just an intuitive process at this point. Yeah, it makes me sad how like quickly everyone gets burnt out from the kind of like big streamer games. I feel like everyone played Among Us to death. And now they're so like terrified of that happening again that anytime that there's a new streamer game, they just jump off of it like immediately. Because they did that. I think it also has to do with how so many of the streamer games nowadays are just clones of other games, so it's a lot easier to get bored of them. There we go. This is the top half done. I think that looks super cute. Yeah, like we only played content warning for like what? It felt like maybe a month at most. It was like a couple of weeks that everyone was into that game, and then everyone's like, all right, whatever, next thing. And we just keep like burning through content trying to look for the next Among Us, basically, that'll take everyone by storm, be an overnight like kingmaker for people, the way that Among Us was. I don't know. And I'm not really into all of that stuff, so I'm just over here like I just want to be able to buy like a $20 game and know that I'm going to be able to play that game with my friends for a while. Rather than everyone being like, all right, we're going to play this $20 game. We're going to play it one singular time. And then everyone else is going to move on. And you'll just be left wanting to play it. And no one's going to play it with you. It's sad. I always saw content warning as worse lethal. I mean, that's fair. I think that it was different Lethal. I didn't really get to play it enough to say if it was better or worse. I think that it had some elements that were a lot of fun. I thought that it was like a lot of it was poorly implemented, but that's why we give games a chance to grow. If we think that it's got potential, kind of just gotta let it do its best. No, I was thinking of content warning specifically because I just finally uninstalled the game. Because I tend to keep games installed on my devices, like, or on my computer rather, for a while, like, just in case anyone's like, oh, last minute lobby, who wants in? But eventually I was just like, all right, no one's playing this game anymore. I don't even know if anyone's, like, literally anyone is streaming it. I'm not gonna check right now, but I would be surprised. I do think that Ricky is hosting. I think it's Lethal Company on Wednesdays, but I've not been able to join because of work, and I'm not going to be able to join this week because of doing Inktober. But I might hop in at some point because I have been craving some company. Also, we've only got about half an hour left, and I'm not convinced that I can finish this in half an hour. But that's okay. I do really like that I've been making bigger pieces and taking my time with them. I feel like I started out this month being like, oh, no one's going to actually want to watch me do the details of something for a long period of time, so I have to kind of rush through and make simpler pieces. Which for me meant like doing a lot of small stuff because I didn't trust people's attention spans. But it's actually been surprisingly nice, the feedback that I've gotten from, like, I specifically remember Scorpy being like, no, I like watching you do all the little lines. And I'm like, cool, I like doing the little lines. Haha, non-gamer. Sorry, adding in chat, I just got a little notice that he's stopped playing games. I have to make fun of him. I love how this started out being like, I'm going to be nicer. I just think it's funny to point out whenever people that I'm sharing games with stop playing games. I also might, at the like 5 or 10 minute mark, join into the lobby VC and not like just let them join and we can chit chat while I finish making my little piece. Actually, I might do that now and just let people hippity hop in whenever they so choose. No, I also think that the YouTube algorithm has a lot to do with all that. Like how quickly people are moving on from games. Because like back in like old YouTube, like I'm thinking about like Captain Sparkle's days, stuff like that. You could just play the same Minecraft world, the same, like, doing the same thing for like 100 plus episodes and call it a series, and everyone would watch and it would get millions of views, or like a million views at least. And now every video needs to be its own fully fleshed out story. And so it's incentivizing people to jump from thing to thing, never let it get stale, never let people get bored. Like the Mr. Beastification. Jacksepticeye got into hot shit before Mr. Beast got into all his scandals about like saying that Mr. Beast ruined YouTube, and like people like Mr. Beast specifically, like the culture of Mr. Beast. I'm just like, yeah, no, he's right. He was before his time, only by a couple months, but like he was right. It is the attention span brain rot bullshit. And I'm not going to blame it specifically on Mr. Beast or on like TikTok or anything like that. Like TikTok's ruining attention. No. It is that you have marketers who specifically know how to hack into people's brains and like make them addicted to like what they're giving you. And they do that just to make money out of it rather than out of any kind of love of what they do. And then it kind of leaves everyone else being like, oh, well, we have to follow suit. Otherwise, we're not going to get as big as like we have to in order to compete kind of thing. And I do think that it's a bit disappointing as a creator for that to be the culture that we're in. Like, as much as I understand it, and I understand the appeal of kind of min-maxing your way to success, I do kind of miss how things used to be, as much as I'm like, I don't, like, it's fine. I don't think it's dooming society. Little guy. No, it's nice to just sit down and do one thing for 2 hours and just be like, yep, here's the thing. Took me 2 hours. Oh. Lethal? What? I was only playing recently to help somebody test /balance mods for a thing, which apparently was a bust because some people didn't show or had issues. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, it's really disappointing when stuff like that happens. Alright. I've also been having a lot of back pain recently, which is really annoying. So I keep needing, like, to stretch more and stuff. I don't enjoy it. It's bad. I do have a heating pad that I could be using, but the cats, I think, have custody of it. Oh, actually, the cats aren't using it right now. I'm gonna steal their heating pad. Well, I guess I could just finish this first and then go do that. Rather than turning off my whole machine and everything just to go grab something that's 2 feet away. Look at this little guy. Look at this little man. I love him. He's just a little froggy boy. Start cleaning up a few spots. Yeah, this is our little guy. It's because you're carrying all the time a chronic issue of being so cool, radiating that aura. Slay. Big stretch. Do we think this guy's done? Do we want to do any shading to him? Yeah, you make a sleep victim. We think he's done? I think he's done. He's just a little guy. A little guy. my boy. He is perfect. Except for the fact that I'm gonna fix one little thing about him. As I pull, he's perfect, I say, as I pull out the razor blade. Listen, he just needs a little bit of surgery. It's just emphasizing his natural beauty. Just a little bit of Botox. No biggie, no biggie. Putting Botox in the water to turn the frogs gay. Alright, sweetie. Good lord. Somebody's in a hurry. I just want to make this one little sparkle a little bit lighter. There you go. I think that's fine. I'm no expert. Listen. It's fine. Oh. Alright. Now that's going to be it for this little guy. What I also might do, because we have so long left, we have, I think, 15 minutes. And I don't necessarily want to do web fishing for only 15 minutes. But I also don't want to have a BRB screen for 15 minutes. So what I might do is I might end stream and then come back. I'm not going to write anybody. I'm just going to be like, hey, refresh. So if you are not in the Discord, you should get in the Discord because it will ping you when I go live next. If I do ! Discord, the link will appear on screen. Yeah, I'll pull a Jesus. I'll die and I'll come back in 15 minutes. That's exactly what happened to him. Yep. Yeah. I will be back.